Hey, what's going on, guys? Mark Thompson here. In this video, we're just going to talk about creating the foundation for your internet marketing business. There's just certain pieces of software and accounts that you're just going to need to have set up just to help you run things a little bit smoother and setting up websites and building a list and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to kind of break down each of those things right now. So here are the things that you're going to need. Okay, a free Google account, which everyone probably already has one. That way you can use Gmail, Google Calendar, Google Drive. We'll talk about those things in a second. An email marketing platform, a domain registrar. You're going to need hosting, an FTP software, a website, support center, ticketing system, project management tool. Okay, now you don't need all these things right away, but as you start to grow your business, almost every internet marketer has these things, and we'll kind of talk about them right now in detail as to why you're going to want each of these different things. Okay, so obviously email is the most important. You need to have communication with your customers, with your partners, all that kind of stuff. And I always recommend just pulling in a professional email address right into your account. Okay, so whichever domain you'd like to have, maybe it's markthompson.com or whatever name you want to use, and then just have your personal email just funnel through Gmail. That's personally what I like to use, but you could use any other email client that you'd like. Okay. Another thing you'll want to do is set up a email address strictly for affiliate offers. Okay, so I have my branded email address like mark@soandso.com, and then I also have my affiliate email address. So when I sign up for affiliate offers, I funnel all of those mailings and all that kind of stuff and promo offers all through one email address. So then I can segment my personal email with my business/affiliate offers. Okay, and I can just keep a good monitor on what's happening in the industry. So whenever you sign up to become a JV or you sign up to be on someone's list, whether it's just for monitoring, it's important to have a separate email address so you can segment those emails. And I'll talk about that more as we go through the course. Okay. Google Calendar. I love Google Calendar. You can create multiple calendars based on, I have a personal calendar. I have my local offline business calendar. I have, JV calendars. I got product launch calendars. I have all different types of calendars, and it just helps to kind of color coordinate it and make it look really easy to see what I have upcoming in the next, days, months, or weeks, months ahead. Okay. Email marketing provider. I would highly recommend starting with Aweber. You don't need to. There's iContact or GetResponse. This is going to be your email marketing provider, so you can grow your marketing list, so you can mail to them and make money. And this is going to be a big part of your business. So we need to make sure that we use a professional solution. Aweber is $19 a month. I believe there's also a few that are even free for the first 500 subscribers, but well worth the investment to go with Aweber. We're going to be teaching you how to grow your email list, how to mail them, what you should mail them, what type of offers, how you can make money from your email list. So this is a big component of your online business. Domain registrar, this is just where you're going to buy domains that you want to own. You can buy them through GoDaddy or Namecheap. I use GoDaddy, but with a coupon code, you can get it for $7 or $8 per domain. So whenever you create a product, you're going to want to buy the domain for that product. If you're going to set up a personal website, you're going to want to buy your personal website domain. So I prefer to use GoDaddy when I purchase domains. For hosting, this is where your files for your website actually live on the on a server. I use HostGator, but there are literally hundreds of quality hosting providers out there. I would strongly recommend, if you don't use HostGator, just to use a reputable name that is secure, that has 24/7 support. That's very important, just because you want to make sure they're reliable and that they're very easy to contact, just in case something happens to your server. If it gets compromised or it goes down, you can contact someone regardless of the day and time. Okay. And I always recommend start with a cheap package. You can start with a shared server. You don't need your own dedicated server, at least when you start off. It's HostGator is $4 a month. So I mean, you get unlimited disk space, unlimited bandwidth. It's well worth the investment to start off there, and then you can always upgrade to a dedicated server as you start to get more domains and as you start to drive more traffic to your sites. You can move over to your own server. FTP software. Okay, I use FileZilla, and all FTP software really does is it's a way to upload files to a server, okay, to your server or to a website. Now, you don't necessarily need to know how to code. As long as you can figure out how to upload files to your server, that's probably all you'll really want to know. If you're not a technical guru or you're not a programmer, as long as you can figure out how to just upload files to your server, maybe images or whatever it may be, that's probably all you'll need to know, and that's fairly basic stuff to do. It's not too hard to learn that. Obviously, a website, you want to have like a home base for yourself where it's either personal or branded, where you can send people to, that you can have your email address on, just make it look more professional. I use my Stay on Search brand because I've had it for a number of years. I offer a lot of great content on there, and most people mail me through my Stay on Search email address. Okay. If you can, try to secure your name's domain name. So, markthompson.com. Unfortunately, I didn't get that domain. It's been registered for a long time, and I've been trying to get it, but I haven't been able to get that. And then your website can be installed with WordPress. You can just use WordPress as your website. A lot of hosts have one-click up installs, which allow you just to, if you're in your hosting account, you just click on one button and the hosting provider will automatically install WordPress for you. And then you can go out and try to find a free theme or a premium WordPress theme just to make your website look a little bit nicer. Okay. Now, if you don't know anything about WordPress, I would strongly recommend learning how to use it, just the back end. It's fairly easy to use. You can go to WK101.com, and that's a great educational resource for basic training videos on how to use WordPress. So that's a great resource. I would highly recommend using it. A support center. This is as you start to grow and you start to offer more products, you're going to need to make sure you have a professional support center. Okay. What I would recommend is getting a separate email address for each product. Okay, keep it away from your personal email address, and then funnel all of those emails into your support center. Okay, now you can do that through software if you want to. We use a software called Kayako. It's a really nice piece of software. This is better for vendors who create lots and lots of products. You can basically create as many folders, and you have a lot more control over your support center. Okay, if you're only creating one or two products, you can start off with something like Zendesk, which is web-based, and they usually charge per user, I believe, and per project, I think. I used to use Zendesk about a year ago, and I switched over to Kayako. But they're both good solutions. Again, this is just going to be an easy way to monitor support for lots of different products, and also give access to any support people that you may hire to help you with support for your products. A project management tool. This is always great just for managing upcoming launches or products or projects that you have going on. You can bring on partners, employees, or whoever to specific projects, and you can upload files and leave notes and messages, and it's just a really easy, organized way to manage your projects. You can set deadlines and tasks. We use Basecamp HQ, but you do not have to use you don't have to use Basecamp. You can use there are tons of them out there. Just do a search for project management tools, and you'll find literally hundreds of them. So, but those are the main things that you're going to want. I mean, you're going to want to be able to purchase domains, have a hosting provider. All this stuff is relatively inexpensive. Where you're going to spend the majority of your time and money is, actually creating content for your site, or if you want to hire a designer to make a custom looking website, or you may need a programmer to help develop products. That's really where you're going to spend the majority of your money. But domains are cheap, hosting is relatively cheap, email addresses are free, but it's important to have all of these things, because this really is going to lay the foundation for everything that we're going to talk about in the upcoming weeks. All right, guys. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.